Good morning and welcome back aboard Checkmate. I'm here in Demopolis, Alabama at the beautiful Kingfisher Marina. They only allow you to stay here a couple days because this is the time of the season, November, December, when loopers that are coming down the river all want to stop in to get fuel, and this is the only marina, so they limit your stay so that other loopers can come in and also replenish. It's been on and off dreary this morning. Clouds be coming and going, and it looks like it wants to rain and threatening some rain, but I don't think it's going to. I don't see any on the radar. While I'm here, I'm going to take advantage of the courtesy car, go in and get some food, go to the hardware store, pick up some, little pieces and parts you might need, and I'm going to wash my boat. I have an issue with my black water tank sending unit. It keeps saying 0. It's been happening for the past few weeks, and I've replaced the sending unit. It's an ultrasonic sending unit, so it's not the normal resistive type. I've replaced the sending unit, and I've replaced the meter. It still reads 0. So there's a wiring issue somewhere that I need to track down, so I'm going to work on that as well while I'm here. The plan is stay here for the minimal stay at the marina, and then step out somewhere close by and anchor out. I don't want to head any further south. I'm currently about 200 miles or so from Mobile Bay, and I feel that's kind of a safe zone area. Kind of been watching, Mr. Weatherman on YouTube, and Mr. Brian Shields doing showing what's going on with all the different models.
Thank you for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being part of this weather community. Watching this blob here, of course, this is Hurricane Raphael. That is making its way off to the west. The track I showed you yesterday.
And so far, it's still up in the air. They're kind of about a week away before this tropical storm that's kind of churning down there may hit the Gulf, and we still don't know what direction it's going to be or how strong it's going to be. So the plan is to kind of hang around the Demopolis area, staying north of Mobile, until we find out what's going on, until all storms are done, hurricane season's over, and then start heading south. So that's the plan. So let me get breakfast and get started on some of my projects. Yeah, I know. You guys, I can hear you all saying already, what the hell are you doing, Michael? Didn't you smash your face enough the last time you rode your scooter? What the hell are you doing now? Well, I'm going to get on my scooter for the first time since I smashed my face on the concrete, and I'm going to run all the way over to the marina, which is, God, it's like 80 miles. If I was a bridge, you could get to it in a second, but you got to go all the way around the world on a little rocky road. There's not even a paved road. I got to pick up a package that was delivered by Amazon. So, hope I don't die. So here it goes. I'm still a little nervous to get back on the scooter since my accident. It's like getting on a horse, I guess. Got to get back. If your horse kicks you off, you got to get back on. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. Don't answer that. How's it going?
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Oh, uphill. Oh, scooter ain't gonna make it. Ain't gonna make it. Ain't gonna make it. I need to get off. This thing isn't quite good enough for it going uphill. And then it's gravel. These are little wheels. And especially going uphill, wheels want to spin. So this scooter with these little wheels is really good for going over a smooth road, but this is a gravel road, gravel on top of clay. And I can tell you, I don't know if the wind noise is going to be bad enough to talk, but I am a little gun shy right now, remembering how quick this thing stopped and threw me over the handlebars when I hit that little small pothole. And I am very leery about going fast in this. I can tell you that right now. Oh my goodness. It's scooter PTSD. That's what it is. Anyway, I got to go all the way up there, turn and go all the way over, turn and go all the way over there. So it's a good run to go over to the marina office. But I'm going over to pick up some Amazon stuff that came in. Okay, got my packages. Let's go. I'm getting my courage up a little more, going a little faster. And down the hill. Woo! Yeehaw! And we're back. I'm still alive. I didn't fall off and smash my face into the concrete. So let me show you what I got in from Amazon, little things I needed around here. One of the things is I have this DJI wireless mic I clip on here, and this other piece fits into either a camera or my phone. And to charge it, you have to use this. You plug in 2 USB adapters and plug that in, so you sit there and they sit on the counter and charge them. But I picked up this little DJI wireless mic charging station. So you just pop it open, you drop in the 2 pieces, and they charge. I have the dead cat on here. Yeah, it's a dead cat. So I can't close it right now, but actually I probably could. But the dead cat just pops off, and then if I want to, I can close it. And so that makes it really handy to charge. Another thing I ordered was the clamp that you stick the phone into for the end of the stick, that you can hold it out. I ordered an extra one. I have one and wanted one more. And they sent me the wrong thing. They actually sent me this little LED light that you can clip on somewhere, or there's a little screw mount that you can stick it on a tripod. And it's fully adjustable. It's a light you can use to light up, and it even you can change the temperature of it. So it's pretty cool. So I wasn't disappointed that they sent me the wrong thing. I think this is something that I'm going to use. In fact, I'm using one. They sent me 2. I'm using one right now on top of the camera. So yeah, that's something else that's cool that came in. I mentioned that I was going to work on my holding tank sensor. I bought a new Blue Sea OLED display monitor. These things are almost $400, but I wanted to swap it out, and I swapped it out and it still doesn't work. So not quite sure what to do there. Across the way there, not so fast, Randy and Carolyn, they have an anchor light that's kind of anemic. They turn it on, and I'm like, is your anchor light on? So I bought them one of these crazy bright anchor lights. So we're going to swap that out tomorrow on their boat. And these things are handy around the boat. Little laser temperature sender. God, I can't talk. A laser thermometer. They're just handy, for your motors, or testing if something's getting warm, or you think you smell something, you want to know if it's too hot or whatever. These things are handy on a boat. So I bought one of these. And the last thing is I have you know, the blower motors you flip on before you crank engines. Two of the blower motors, one of them was bad, so I bought a new one and replaced it. But when I did, the hose that comes off of there was, there's no way you can take that hose off after it's been on there a few years, so it ripped. So I bought a new, that's actually a 4-inch hose. There's 10 feet in there. Hope it doesn't spring out when I open it up. Let's see, like a jack in the box? No, it's not going to, okay. But it's this stuff here. It's made for a boat. It's different than what you get like at Home Depot and Lowe's for like a dryer. This is some sort of a nylon vinyl. So it's not affected by gas or diesel, and it's not heat sensitive, or it's will resist heat or whatever. So it's special that can go down in the engine compartment. So that's I guess it's the last thing I bought. Yeah. Anyway, so just thought you'd like to see what the heck do you get from Amazon while you're on the boat. Just little things you need that you know, that's so easy to get from Amazon. And what's cool is here at the marina, they allow you to ship stuff there. Most marinas do. And the issue that I've been running into is I haven't been staying at marinas long enough to get things shipped in. So I called ahead. I knew I was about 5 days out and had the stuff shipped here. So when I got here, the stuff was waiting. So that was pretty cool.
And now in the kitchen with Captain Mike.
Today in the kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make a simple and easy side dish that goes with just about anything. It's called Caribbean-style lentils and rice. Let's get started.
Start off by rinsing and draining your rice. Use a half a bag of lentils. Rinse and drain those. Cover them with about a ½ inch of water and set them aside. Grate up some ginger, 4 cloves of garlic, and about a half of a Vidalia onion. I like the sweet onions. Put the onions in a pan with some olive oil and brown them until they're almost burnt. Drop in your ginger and your garlic and let them get together with some tomato sauce. Stir it up good. Drop in some cumin, cayenne pepper, and some coriander. Mix that together until it starts to almost turn brown. Drop in your rice, your lentils, and 2 full cups of water. Stir it up. Cover it, let it sit for 30 minutes. In between the 30 minutes, about every 10 minutes, stir it up. Keep it covered. When it's done, it's going to be almost like a thick mashed potatoes. The lentils will be very soft, and this goes really, really good with chicken, pork. It's a very Caribbean, Indie style flavor. It's wonderful. Welcome back to Morning Coffee Talk. So I've had several people ask me some questions, and throughout the next few weeks, I'm going to be adding those questions into my weekly video updates. And hopefully people will get something out of it, being though that I'm traveling solo as a looper and am relevant right now while I'm doing the loop. People saw that I have a scooter. They wanted to know what scooter I have and why. Well, probably the best way to do that is let's go take a look.
Okay, let's talk scooters. This is my current scooter that I have on the boat. It stays right here in my salon, leaning against my chair. By myself, it's completely out of the way. I don't want to leave it outside. It's too easy for somebody to grab, run off with it, and I just don't want the weather or salt air to get out onto it. So it just stays right here, completely out of the way. I have 2 scooters. I first started off with one called the E-Twal GT. This is their small, high-powered version of the lightest weight scooter that I can find that'll carry an adult. It's only 28 pounds. I can lift 28 pounds onto the boat with not much problem. My issue is I have almost no cartilage left between my two spinal cords in the back, discs. And lifting stuff is what really causes me an issue. So I have to be very careful, especially when you get on and off a boat. You kind of give a little jar to your spine when you're carrying something. So the 28 pounds was good. The issue after having it for a while was, even though it's lightweight and full suspension, front and rear, it has hard rubber tires. The hard rubber tires, when going over those cobblestone or the brick streets, which a lot of these towns here on the loop have, the hard rubber tires go and just shake like crazy, and they vibrate your hands and they vibrate your eyes. And I mean, it's not comfortable. Even though it has full suspension, the suspension doesn't take out those harsh little vibrations. It only takes out bumps going up and down over something. Then it kind of cushions that. So, plus the lithium battery, the big lithium battery, is built into the base of the E-TWOW. That had me concerned. I didn't want a big lithium battery inside my boat. So I went ahead and bought this. This is the Turbo Ant X7 Max. It's 34 pounds, so it weighs more, and doesn't have suspension. However, it has larger tires. These are 10-inch as opposed to the 8-inch on the E-TWOW. And they're pneumatic. They're air-filled tires. Just having air-filled tires going over all the little bricky roads softens them up. You can hear the tires going over the road, but you don't feel it vibrating you. The tires make a huge difference. Not having suspension, I have to slow down if I need to go over a bump or something, because it does shake me a lot. Or I just stand on my toes is actually what I do, and just bend my knees when I go over a bump. So I just kind of, make up the difference in a shock absorbing way with my ankles and my knees. So not having the full suspension takes a little bit of the weight off of it. It's a bigger scooter, weighs a little more. Biggest selling feature, the lithium battery. This big, I'd say it probably weighs 9 pounds, 10 pounds. This snaps off, and I put it inside my fireproof box down in my lazarette. That was a huge selling point to me. So even though this doesn't go as fast, this one only does 20 miles an hour, which is plenty fast. Like I've probably seen in some of my videos, I still think I'm 20 years old. So I love going faster. My other scooter does 27. The 7 mile an hour difference going on a sidewalk that's doing this is almost too fast. You're coming up on trees and bumps and everything else so much quicker. It's hard to believe that just 7 miles an hour makes that much difference, but it really does. This does 20, which is plenty fast. And it's, to me, was the best one I could find that was lightweight, had a safe removable battery so you could store it outside the boat, and had the pneumatic tires. Big difference was also the purchase of it. I think the E-TWOW was $700-800, I think. This was only $429. So it was like a no-brainer. I've really enjoyed this. The only difference is this only has 275 watts on the motor, and the E-TWOW is like 500 and can like surge to 700. So when you pull the trigger on the E-TWOW, you're gone. You take off. This one here, you can feel it having to get up to speed. Uphill, this thing here, I'm not a very heavy person, so a lightweight person on this scooter isn't bad, except for when you're going uphill. If it's kind of a easy incline, you can get up it. Otherwise, you have to get off and walk. The E-TWOW would rocket me up a hill quite a bit. Again, I'm lightweight. If you're a big boy, neither one of them are going to take you up a hill. So, so that's why I decided this one here, lightweight, pneumatic tires, great price at $429, and the removable lithium battery to get it outside your boat. So, hopefully that helps with people that are looking for scooters, lightweight scooters for their boat. No, it doesn't have a seat. I would not recommend getting a scooter with a seat that has small tires like this. There is no way you could sit on a seat. It would be like somebody smacking you in the butt with a 2x4 as you rode over bumps sitting down on something with small tires. If you're looking for something that has bigger tires, now they make one that's electric. It's kind of like a small bicycle. It's almost a cross between a scooter and a bicycle. So it has bigger tires, not much bigger. I think they're probably 14-inch tires or whatever, but they're bigger. And then it has a seat. It's still too much to sit down and go over a bumpy road. I have driven a 20-inch tire bicycle on folding bikes, and for me, it's first off way too heavy for me. I think they're like 84 pounds or something. And they're still a small kid's bike with that kind of weight. Now I do have a bicycle here, and maybe I'll go over that at another time, because that's a whole nother story. Anyway, so that's my scooters.
So I hope some of that helps people, and anything that can be gleaned out of anything anybody says is a positive for us boaters / loopers. So hopefully somebody got something out of that, and join me next week for Coffee Talk.
Well, good morning. It's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm not awake yet. Just making coffee. See if I can get my thoughts together. It's time to leave Kingfisher Marina here in Demopolis. The plan is there's about 8 of us all leaving right now to head to the Demopolis lock for the 6 a.m. lock through. So I'm going to grab a cup of coffee, untie the boat, crank the engines, and get rolling. So that's the plan. Let's get going. Okay, new plans. Gonna make myself a second cup of coffee. Turns out that the 6 o'clock opening didn't work. Tow came through. So now we're going to be doing a like 7:30. So I've already now had a chance to have breakfast, and I'm getting ready to do my second cup. And I'm a whole lot more awake than I was before. And at least it's light outside now. So that was a plus, because it's not fun going into a lock in the dark, trust me. So anyway, it's about time, so let me grab this other cup of coffee and get up on the bridge, and let's get rolling. Here we go. We are heading out to the first lock.
Legacy is by folks.
Legacy is in the lead, yes.
Okay, we're making our first lock through the Demopolis lock, and there are 8 boats. We'll have 2 locks this morning. The Demopolis lock and the forgot the name of the other one, but I'm sure I'll put it down below. Anyway, and now we're just waiting to drop down. The last boat just finally got tied up. So here we go.
This is Highway 114 on the Tenn-Tom waterway, and right next to it is a train trestle bridge that raises up and down. But as we get closer, look how this thing goes up and down. Yeah, the center part slides up on those Right there. Hey, it's pretty unique. So what do you think this might be? A couple rockets, a big gun, some secret project? I don't know what it is, but there's something beautiful about driving upstairs on the fly bridge in the rain. It's cool, it's peaceful, and it's naturally beautiful. Well, we made it into our anchorage for tonight, and let me show you this place. This is really cool, very Tom Sawyer-ish. It's called Okatupa Creek, right off the river, nice and protected. It's raining out. This is some of the remnants of the hurricane that's down in the Gulf. Some of the outer bands, it's just light rain, drizzle, but it makes for very unique anchoring. There is Irish mist down there. And up front, let's see if we can get around there. Nope, let's try the other side. And there's not so fast. Let me get out of the rain. But this is just beautiful back here. Very, very rustic. I love the sound of the rain falling. Man, I'll be able to sleep tonight. This is supposed to be like this for the next 3 days. Just very cool. Very cool. We're going to spend the night here. We're in no hurry. Still kind of looking at what's going on down towards the Gulf, Mobile, Alabama area before we rush down there and get in any possibilities of any storms. So this was the run for tonight, and this will close out the week's video. So thanks again for riding along. I do appreciate it so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.